I'm Dana with producer Anthony, and the 3 things you need to know to get your what day?
Friday Eve, y'all.
Woo! Started. It is Thursday. It's February 27th, and we have got some great news for teachers. The Texas Senate has approved funding that would give teachers raises. Teachers with 3 to 5 years experience would qualify. Excellent. It now goes to the House. Hold on, I'm going to sneeze.
This has been long overdue, though.
I know. The House. Now, remember, the governor this is like an emergency issue with our governor. So you guys, I'm telling you, we've got your back. Well, one of our city's highways has been named the 6th most congested in the U.S. The Digital Directing Express study found I-45 at US 6959 has an average speed of 30 miles per hour. Bottlenecks also on the list. I-10 at 45, they came in at number 22. I-45 at 610 came in at number 27. We spend almost 2 full days sitting in traffic every year.
Oh, my Lord.
Houston. And then Houston-based Intuitive Machines. So you're sitting in traffic. What do? You just go to outer space. That's what they did. They launched a moon lander named Athena. The goal is to explore the moon's south pole. They got a lift from SpaceX at Kennedy Space Center and should be landing there on March 6th. Now, weather today, we've got a major dense fog advisory. It's foggy everywhere. Change in the temperature. It's going to be about 10 degrees cooler today. We might see a shower. We're going up to 70 right now. 62 in Uptown. And you're up to date from Sunny 99.1.
Sunny 99.1 with Dana in the morning.
Tell Me Something Good, brought to us by our friends at Goodwill Houston. Well, the James Beard Foundation has announced the 6 recipients of its 2025 America Classic Awards. On the list, these are locally owned residents with timeless appeal. And one of the only ones from Texas that made the list, Guido's, a Galveston fixture for 114 years. Yep, one of 6 restaurants, the only one in Texas to make that list. And a little history of Guido's. An Italian immigrant named San Giacino Guido became orphaned 2 years after he arrived in Galveston. He worked in the service industry to pull himself out of poverty, survived the 1900 hurricane, opened a sandwich shop, and then he opened Guido's in 1911. It's now operated by 4th generation Nick Guido, who is absolutely blown away by this honor.
Dang.
That's so cool.
So exciting.
And then there's this. The Wall Street Journal apparently doesn't know much about Galveston. On Tuesday, they had a story, and it was entitled that Galveston was maybe your next tropical vacation beginning in ... Galveston, as if they didn't know that we are like a luxury cruise ship area.
Sure.
And the comments really said it all. Comments were like, Galveston versus NOLA? Galveston any day. And then Galveston, now these are for the ports, for the cruise ship. Galveston 1,000 times better than Miami. So telling the Wall Street Journal, you guys got to educate yourself.
They're not from here.
Exactly, on what Galveston and Houston already knows about our great, beautiful island. Producer Anthony?
Dean, we're all excited for the barbecue cook-off kicking off today, but if you're hankering for great barbecue, still isn't fully satisfied, there's even more on the way. It's the 12th annual Houston Barbecue Festival. This is your chance to try the best H-Town has to offer when it comes to barbecue. We're talking Corkscrew Barbecue of Spring, our local goat, but there's even more places that'll be in attendance. All greats, too. Blood Brothers Barbecue of Bel Air, Pinkerton's Barbecue, the Pit Room of Houston, Rosemeyer Barbecue of Spring, Tejas Chocolate and Barbecue of Tomball, and Truth Barbecue, all great names in our Houston Mount Rushmore of barbecue. It's really a great chance to get the best we have to offer, 32 top smokehouses all in one place. It's the Houston Barbecue Festival going down April 6th at the Humble Civic Center Arena. Find out more at HOUBBQ.com.
Loving that. And listen, we've always got our Tell Me Something Good stories up for you at sunny99.com. And you can also follow us on Facebook, X, TikTok, and Instagram at Sunny99 Houston. Sunny 99.1, Houston's best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today, Dana in the morning and producer Anthony. Our nearly impossible question this morning at 6:40, we learned that over half of us regret our college major. And I started thinking about regrets. I majored in political science and philosophy. had a career that has nothing to do with them, and loved college. Went to St. Lawrence first, then just left and went over to Colgate, and that's where I finished my college. But really, college had nothing to do with my career. I just always loved radio and couldn't wait to get into radio.
Yeah.
Got into finance earlier, and then found my dream job here at Sunny, and I've been here almost 34 years. Crazy.
Wild.
Anyway, and I don't regret a day of it.
Yeah,
We're
same.
asking you about your regrets, maybe as a younger person. And we have got Tara. Now, you're calling in from Montgomery. You're a medical assistant. Did you go to school for this?
Yes, it's a certification. It's not a degree, but yes.
I see.
Okay,
So you
yeah.
found your calling. All right. So you don't regret the career choice that you made. Do you have any regrets looking back over your life that you made when you were a younger adult? Any regrets?
Yeah, I could have been a doctor by now.
Oh, Tara.
Well, I mean,
So, wow. So what do you think about that?
I said, what did I do with my life? No, I love what I do.
Oh, my God. But come on now. Isn't there a little bit of less stress in your life than being a doctor?
surely.
This is true. This is very true. Thank you.
Oh, that is so funny. What made you want to get into the medical
Yeah.
industry? Was there something in your childhood that just was like, oh my gosh, this is me?
I'm always been the caregiver, I suppose. So
Oh, one of
that's what
those.
made me want to take care of others.
That is
Aw.
wonderful, Tara. Well,
We need people
I'm
like her.
glad that you are fulfilling your calling, and you must be a blessing to so many. And Tara, thank you so much. We're glad that you listened to Sunny. How did you find us?
I moved from New Mexico here, and I used to listen to y'all in New Mexico, so I found your station out here.
That's amazing. That iHeartRadio app, I'm telling you.
Wild.
Are you loving
Yeah.
Houston? Are you liking Houston more than New Mexico?
I miss the food, I'll tell you that, but I love Texas so far.
I'm
Oh,
so
yes.
glad, Tara. Well,
Welcome.
thank you for sharing
So
your
glad you're here.
story. Glad you found us, and we say welcome to Houston. Glad you're living here.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too, Tara. Appreciate you. Let's head over to Pearland and speak with Anna.
Anna, talk about your regret. What is it, and what'd you do about it?
Marrying my second husband.
You know, Anthony and I were saying
We
that.
were
I was
just
like,
talking about
wonder
that.
If anyone's going to call in about being with the wrong person.
I've got a few of those.
It's been terrible. We've been separated 5 years. We got divorced 2 years ago, and he is a major jerk.
I
Jeez,
am
all these
so
years later.
sorry. So
My
what
God.
do you do about it, Anna? I mean, you want to keep living your life.
Yeah.
You want to be a joy-filled person. How do you deal with this constant badgering?
I blocked him. I obviously divorced him. I block him, and then he makes up a new email, and I block that email, and then he makes up a new one, and he's just a terrible person.
Lord.
All right, Anna, so
Get a life.
this is not something, there's got to be some meaning or purpose in this. Like, what are you learning throughout this?
Yes, and my pastor does say we learn from all experiences, and I learned to love myself. I loved him more than I loved myself, and I gave him more than I gave myself.
Well,
And I realized that it wasn't worth it.
well, now, excuse me, now you know, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Your eyes have been opened,
Yep.
and that's the good news. And you've got your friends here on Sunny
Yeah,
every
you do.
day.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're
We
a
got you,
sweetheart.
Anna.
Anna, thank you so much for sharing, and keep listening. We have always some fun, uplifting stories for you to make you feel better.
Thank you. You guys are my sunny day. Thank you.
We appreciate
Anna
you,
made our
love.
day. Keep
Take
putting yourself
care.
first.
Bye.